Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Exit. Check. Pistol.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Routine spell.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack, and remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Regular. Hey, let's go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Outside. 52, right 52. Hey, watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking, Wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Darnold from the gun. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play fake. Mayfield. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get in them holes. And
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold looking deep here for Ebron. He's got him in. Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Darnold completes it to Aguilar. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Red 80. X3, 218.
On first down, Grant, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Hit 180. 3 balls, 3 balls. 58 for Mike, 58. Real. Let's go, let's hit this ball back for the offense.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Grant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Crunch. Hatch it. Blue draw, quarter. 52.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have him push.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Darnold now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check, walk 54, walk 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Hey, 80. Mike's 53.
The shotgun snap for Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Cameron Batson.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check me out. Man, 80. Man, 80. Mike's by 4. You can't block me. You can't block. Man, 80. You can't block me.
Hey, watch that. Hey, orbit. 54.
Darnold down to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half as they have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Watch the whip. Watch.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Hey, 52, Mike 52. You got nothing to run. Red 80. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got one. Five. Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
And the Dolphins first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
At the 36-yard line.
52. 52's the mic.
Red 80.
Shit.
They will run with Grant. And an alley to run. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
58's the mic. I got you, punk.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by Roberts. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Hey, alert 33.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is McCaffrey, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Roberts has it. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Come on. Go. Go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Pistol. Come on.
Bravo.
You look right there. Something right there.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Darnold now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. This is Grant. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
54. Mike 54. Double dog, double dog. That's the way. Red 80. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
They go back to Grant. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Darnold from the gun. Ebron's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Darnold from the red zone now. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Mayfield with it once more. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A first down throw from Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And some room to maneuver. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
So don't say nothing.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 17.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.